Stick to the road, lads, beware the full moon. Straight over his head, you haven't seen American Werewolf. Morning, ladies.
Hello and welcome to the channel. Now, if ever there was an epitome of cross-country riding, then this is the ride that would tick every single box. Welcome to Malham Moor, welcome to Horton in Ribblesdale. Now, this is a 25-mile ride that's going to be going all the way around, up and across in front of Pen-Y-Ghent, and we're also going to be heading down the valley towards Stainforth, and then we're going to be heading further out, not quite into Landcliffe, but not too far away. But basically the ride is one big massive loop all the way around Malham Moor. Now, this ride has fast downhills, grassy downhills, small technical uphills. There are some beautiful, really relaxing, enjoyable country lanes, I think you know what I mean, through some villages. It's very picturesque, and as you get up onto the top, some of the views are just incredible. Now, with everything, as you know with the GoPro, you really don't get a sense of height or angles. And what I would say on this ride before we set off here is, if you are a fairly new rider, 25 miles might not sound a lot, but some of these hills, well, let's just say they're quite steep. Not so bad if you've got an e-mountain bike, but please do take that into account. If you're an experienced rider and you really want to go for it and blast your way down here, you're going to have some real fun on this ride. All the details and the links to Komoot and Strava will be in the description box. Less waffle, more riding.
So far, very gentle climb up, and we're onto this kind of shaly bridle way, kind of, you know, the material. It's a little bit loose, but you can feel it as you're turning, going under wheel a little bit. But a nice reprieve with that wind blowing, and it's nice and cool. If you come and do this ride, I would recommend that you put your tyre pressures up to around 30. That'll give you a bit more speed when it comes to this. There's not really a lot of off-road so far. You'll get much more speed as you're travelling down here, rather than putting your tyre pressures down to around 25 to 23, which is what I usually run. But if the majority of this ride is going to be gravel, then yeah, just increase your tyre pressures and you'll get around a little bit faster. Also, depending on what tyres you've got, I've still got the fat chunky ones on. You could probably do this ride so far with more of a summer tyre. Ow! The rocky one. Got the walkers. Try and look ahead, bunny up. Try and look ahead rather than down in front of the wheel. Anticipate what's coming up. Just a little bit of brake, just a little bit there. You can bunny up that. Yep. We don't want to case any of these. Fast. Fast, fast, fast. Just let the bike go. Yeah, great. Great. And now we're heading up towards Dale Head, towards the peaks. So the track eventually comes to this grassy goodness all the way down. And over there you can see is Pen-Y-Ghent. Over there we have got Ingleborough, and the other one side is behind these trees somewhere. Probably not going to be able to see it on the GoPro behind the wall, but they're over there. You can't beat this, can you? You can't beat this, can you? Even if it's just being out there, just fantastic. Just fantastic. Cheeky little downhill. bit of cheekiness. Got to be careful because the gravel is super loose. And there we go. You can never ever let your guard off when you're out in the dales, ever. And they haven't shut the gate, which is a bit... Is there a gate? No. You can never let your guard off. That's a good thing that happened, really, because it shows you lot. Oh, very loose. Very loose. Morning, ladies. Wow. Would you look at that? So as you get to the top of the hill, you'll end up at Windskill Stones Nature Reserve, which I presume is those, like massive Rubik's Cubes. And we're pretty high up now, and then we're going to be heading down here. You follow this little sign for a little acorn. Down here, the T sign. I think we should be going down to the valley, and if you listen when I shut up a minute. Peace and quiet. Right, let's go, Butch. What's down here? We don't know, we've never done this before. And as usual, watch out for tractors if we come around any of these blind corners. Woo! Pedal strike-tastic. Such a nice breeze. Look at that. It just opens itself up and presents itself. What an amazing view. On here.
I know that is a bug.
Right.
Are we going or... Oh, that's a cow. They're cows.
Well, there must be lesbians then, because one was trying to...
Still hump each other.
One was having some humpage.
I suggest we push past him.
Right. Evening, ladies. Just come to say hello.
I'll keep you back between you and them.
Yes. (613), how are you doing? Morning. A lot of these roads that we're riding on now, or these paths, used to be called coffin roads, where the outer villagers would actually bring the dead to a church, which wasn't always in the same village, and they would come along these trails. And of course we know that a lot of these ones are also Roman. Get a bit more speed up, pump in the suspension a little bit. Careful walkers. Get a bit of weight on the outside pedal. Cross it a couple of times, but I don't want to show off. So from those stepping stones in the village, we're going to be headed up to Henside Road, which is the top of this hill, and as you can imagine, that steep road that we came down a minute ago, you're going to have to ride back up, and this is where the e-bike really comes into its own. You could get up here on a normal mountain bike, and that's off to you if you're fit enough. I just don't want to absolutely kill myself at the top of the hill. and burn myself out and get, you know, bonk out. And that, I think, is the joy of e-mountain bikes. Different fitness levels can ride together. Wow. Not really technical, but it's quite energy zapping. Getting a bit off this hill. This is one of the things I love about cross country. It just takes you to places you probably could come and hike, but some of the distances, 24, 25 miles, is not something I really want to do on a hike. She's a fast one. Oh yeah, she's fast. This would be a... Wow, it's fast. Got a bit of brake here. Wow, she's fast, she's fast. And she's very loose as well. Sheep! Great little downhill. Great downhill. And we say that we need water. Well, there you can see. If you come down that road, past the dry beck, the stream in the river here, we come along these beautiful, beautiful, quiet country roads. We've got about another 8 miles to do so far, so I'll give you the mini review just in case you don't think the whole video, because a lot of people don't watch the entire video. At this, I am aware. This ride, I would say, is your typical classic Dales cross-country ride. It's got everything. It's got the gnarl uphill, it's got the really fast techie downhills if you want it, that is. Of course, on all these rides, if you're fairly new, you don't have to bomb down and blast like I do. Just ride within your own abilities. I mean, I live for that sort of stuff. And if the gates were open, we'd be going even faster. We'd be going even faster. But a very, very great cross-country ride that if you've been into trail centres, if you've just got your EVE and you're not quite sure what cross-country entails, this is your classic cross-country ride. Oh, lad behind me's got a downhill bike and he's been riding for all this time with it locked out. No wonder he's got bloody headache. He should be like the Rolls Royce of bikes going downhill on that. Sheep don't. Oh, you little, woo! You little bugger. You little monkey. Cheeky monkey. Oh, here we go. Ah, good girls. Oh, I've ruined my flow now. And that brings us to the end of this ride. It's coming in at a total of 25.55 miles, and it took us 2 hours 20. Well, we stopped a few times for mechanical issues with Steve's bike. But yeah, very, very enjoyable cross-country ride, and I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you do, leave me a comment or any questions you've got on this ride or anything else in the wonderful world of e-mountain biking. yeah, thumbs up, like, subscribe and share, and show some love for a small channel. I need to get my mojo back. And there we go. I hope you've enjoyed the video. The GPX file will be in the description box below. So from me, from Heidi, from Lucy Lou there, which is what he calls his bike, I bid you farewell.
Libby, I call my bike.
Libby. Bye-bye. Cut.